There's another racist and homophobic scandal on this season of Big Brother 28. However, will production remove the contestant? Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Big Brother USA because there's a contestant, Kamu, who is homophobic, who is racist and all the things, and a video has surfaced that we're going to get to in a moment in which he is mocking a situation and relating it to George Floyd. But before we want to get into that, I want to discuss the times that Big Brother has actually removed contestants from the show and the why. And I want to get into this because I think some people are thinking because of, the racist scandals that have happened on Love Island USA and within the past couple of seasons, how it has only specifically been women who have been pulled from the show. If they've said or done any racist things that have, appeared or whatever the case may be. However, it's never the same energy for the men. It's never the same energy for the men. And I suspect, unless it's something that happens on the show, that Kamu is going to be able to stay. But I want to get into the times that there were contestants removed from Big Brother USA before we get into, what happened and transpired that got exposed the other day. So it says the following. It says only 5 Big Brother contestants have been removed from show in 28-year history before Levi Banks' exit. Here's who. A select few former contestants have paid the price for breaking the rules or engaging in behavior CBS deemed unacceptable. Season 28, which premiered this week, is already off to a dramatic start. The U.S. Sun first revealed that contestant Levi Banks had become the latest player to exit the game prematurely. There are not many Big Brother contestants who can join Levi on that list, but here's a look back on every major house guest expulsion. Season 2, Justin Sebic, the first ever contestant removed from the U.S. version of Big Brother, was Justin Sebic during Season 2 in 2001. Following a night of drinking, Justin reportedly held a kitchen knife to fellow house guest Krista Stagwell's throat and jokingly asked, "Would you mind if I unalived you?" No. And this is part of the reason why they've decreased how much alcohol that production provides these house guests. So then Krista later told producers she did not believe Justin intended to harm her, but CBS immediately removed him from the game over the incident. At the time, ABC News reported the confrontation prompted producers to intervene because of safety concerns, making Justin the franchise first expulsion. Season 4 was Scott. Scott Weintraub, sorry if I'm butchering your last name, became the second contestant removed after an explosive outburst in 2003. He repeatedly damaged property inside the house, threw chairs, smashed furniture, and displayed increasingly aggressive behavior towards fellow contestants. Executive producers later told the Los Angeles Times that Scott didn't just respond well to the environment and exhibited unacceptable behavior, leading CBS to remove him from the competition before the situation escalated further. Season 11, Chima Simone. One of the most memorable expulsions came season 11 after Chima Simone repeatedly clashed with production. Following a controversial head of household twist that overturned her allies' power, Chima openly defied producers by refusing to wear her required microphone. When production finally handed her another microphone, she tossed it into the backyard swimming pool. Executive producer Allison Grodner later told CBS News because of multiple rule violations, she needed to be expelled. Chima became the first player removed solely for repeatedly refusing to follow production rules rather than for threatening behavior. Season 14, Willie Hantz. Season 14's Willie Hantz saw his game end, becoming involved in a physical altercation with fellow house guest Joe Arvin. During a heated confrontation, Willie headbutted Joe before other contestants stepped in to separate them. Because Big Brother has a strict zero tolerance policy regarding physical violence, producers immediately expelled Willie from the house. Season 25, Luke Valentine. And we talked about this. The show's most recent expulsion before season 28 became in 2023. Luke was removed after using a racial slur during a conversation with other house guests. CBS aired the incident before announcing that Luke had violated the program's code of conduct and had been removed from the game. Following his exit, Luke apologized publicly, saying he was deeply sorry and acknowledging there was no excuse for using the offensive language. He said he did not use the word out of hate, but accepted responsibility for his actions and the consequences, right? I don't know why they're trying to add Levi Banks, who was supposed to be on season 8's departure, to this article, because he wasn't expelled or anything. He didn't even make it into the Big Brother house. What happened was, we still do not know. He just decided that he did not want to be a part of the show. But it had zero to do with any expulsion. And so what I want to get into now is what happened with Kamu. And ultimately, I will be showing you guys the video as well. So it says from TMZ, it says, Big Brother Kamu Kirk catching heat for George Floyd joke. Kamu Kirk, a housemate on season 28 of Big Brother, is catching flack online over a viral video where he jokes about George Floyd. Here's the deal. Back in December, Kamu shared several videos where he filmed a dude being arrested outside his residence while screaming bloody red rum. During the high-pitched screams for help, it sounds like the person being arrested was alleging police mistreatment. Kamu says, I can't breathe, bro thinks he's George Floyd. The video recently resurfaced and is now going viral for all of the wrong reasons. And there were some comments that is like, everything I see from this man gets more and more disgusting. This is legitimately sickening. He's so nasty. As you can imagine, people didn't take too kindly to his jovial tone, and they are bashing him online, with one user calling him nasty, with another that says the video is legitimately sickening. Of course, part of the hate could be because Kamu hasn't made the best first impression. Why can't I talk today? The best first impression during the early version of the hit competition show. Fans claim that he's homophobic, and Frankie Grande called him out. Frankie Grande said, what the F is this horse, S-H-I-T? Get these homophobic bigots out of the effing house immediately. Both of them. Ew, this conversation makes me sick to my stomach. I'm disgusted. There better be the biggest thing ever when I wake up tomorrow, or I'm flipping a table. F ill gross. Kamu called another contestant on the show a drag queen a zesty bestie, a term that's generally used to mock a gay person. Some called the term homophobic and degrading. And now I am going to show you guys the video.
Thank you. People cheering. He's, I can't breathe. Bro thinks he's George Floyd. People cheering. He's, I can't breathe. Bro thinks he's George Floyd. People cheering. He's, I can't breathe. Bro thinks he's George Floyd.
So I intentionally had the video replay a couple of times so you guys can kind of see the extent of what happened in this video, due to it being a short clip of what Kamu was basically making fun of the incident and saying, do they think that they're George Floyd, or whatever the case may be. Season 27 winner, Ashley Hollis, already, I believe she did a tweet and delete, because she said that she allegedly contacted people in production requesting for Kamu's removal from the show. And there is a group chat. The name of the app is escaping me right now, but there's a group chat that all of the Big Brother alumni and fans can engage in one. There's one where it's just the alumni and you can kind of see their posts or whatever. And then there's one where both the alumni and the fans can participate in. And then I think there's one where just the fans can participate in as well. So the one, though, that is for strictly the Big Brother alumni, Ashley Hollis posted that video in there, and it was quiet on the creek. It was quiet on the creek. And eventually, people changed the subject. You guys. But because ultimately, a lot of these people, unfortunately, don't care about racism, especially on Big Brother. A lot of your fave castmates, past and present and currently in that Big Brother house, do not care about racism. They don't care. And it's clear that CBS is not, you know what I'm saying, adhering anymore to the diversity clauses. And the irony is we would have had a less diverse season this season had it not been for the contestant that decided to drop out. Because that was a Caucasian man. So the replacement was Yash. Yash was a replacement for the Caucasian man. So ultimately, we would have had an even less diverse season. And now what has happened, you guys, is they're about to pick off the rest of the black people. Because there's 2 black women that I'm pretty sure are about to be picked off next. And are going to be targets for zero reason. They have won no competitions. They're not a threat in the house. You know what I'm saying? And it's really annoying, right? They're not competition beasts. They've not won not one HOH, not one veto. They're not in any major alliances that are going to shake up the house or that are going to impact the house. And they just sent home last night one of their biggest allies that would have been able to win competitions out of the 3 of them. And has won in the past, has won Blockbuster, has won in the past other competitions. So I think where Big Brother made a mistake this season, besides the casting, is they had this twist, this time capsule twist, where they brought back 3 veterans, and it's 2 Survivor alums and Angela, right, who was, there for Chelsea season. The problem that I had with the twist is not so much even that they brought back the vets, but I didn't like the guaranteed safety that the vets automatically had to where the entire house guests could not compete for the HOH competition, because it's basically setting a tone that you want these 3 vets to go far no matter what. And the rest of the house either has to win competitions or they're going to get sent home. So it's basically setting up, unless y'all are in a position to get out these vets and you're not in an alliance with them, you're more than likely going to be picked off up on out of here. So it's a very predictable season. It's not exciting to watch, and they're having paranoia over the least threatening people in the house that literally have no motion to impact their games. I think Angela is having PTSD for the simple fact that Chelsea won, so she sees any young black girl at this point in this Big Brother house, and she's paranoid. She is paranoid, and Taylor has to go. Taylor represents to her Chelsea and the other Taylor who has won this show, and she doesn't want to that to happen again. Mind you, it's a totally different game. Taylor does not have this season's Taylor does not have the same type of relationships that Chelsea had and everything else. So it's really insane how much projection is going to be taking place, that this new HOH is really just going to target somebody for the simple fact that they just don't like them. But they're not a game threat. And that's what I mean with a lot of sometimes these players that get on the show. It's like they want to be like, you don't deserve this money. But we're not going to say that out loud. We don't feel that your kind deserves this money, deserves this shot to win, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to target you, right? We're going to target you because I think you said something about me. Mind you, everybody in the house don't like you anyways. Everybody in the house is talk crap about you. But we're going to zone in on you because you're black. You know what I'm saying? Like it's dumb. It is absolutely dumb, and it's really annoying. And now there's buyer's remorse because I think some of the house realizes that getting out Jason was the wrong move and was the wrong road, because it's not going to help their game if they do not win competitions. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't have, y'all might not have had the votes to make that flip happen anyways, but I think it's a waste of time. They've also incorporated this time capsule vote. But guess who's been dominating the votes each week? It's been all the vets. It's been, Angela. It's been Devins. You know what I'm saying? It's been all the people who are vets. So, Jason being in the top 3 really is a moot point because he didn't get an opportunity to actually win and potentially compete to get safety or have a power that could potentially benefit himself later in the game. So, that is it, as far as this video goes. There's yet another scandal, with these Big Brother contestants. I would be shocked if Kamu got removed or if Kamu even sees the block this week or is a backdoor, unless somehow production convinces the new HOH to do so. That their way of addressing it would be, we'll just have him go out through a regular eviction process and get him out the show pre-jury so we don't have to have this scandal continue to drag on for the rest of the season, right? But typically, Big Brother does not, have you expelled for anything that you have said or done outside of the show on social media like Love Island USA does. Your removal would have to be if you said something racist inside the Big Brother house or did something that was violent or threatening against the other house guest that was in danger, or several rule violations that they're just sick of you and just want you gone, right? Those would be the types of, it has to be something in the house that they can say, listen, look at here, let's get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look at here, you're going to be removed. But I would be shocked if anything happens to Kamu. Because, like I said, Big Brother intentionally casts certain people that have certain beliefs, that they want them to be in this bubble with other personalities who do not share those beliefs and values and see how it's going to work. But you know how it's going to work. It is going to be that the people who have the beliefs that they have are going to pick off all the black people. Like it's not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? It is not rocket science. So I think casting realized that they did not have that strong of a cast, and that is why they brought in 3 vets to shake the table. But I feel like it's a wasted season. If it's going to be a predictable winner, either one of the vets is going to win, whether it's Angela, Devins, or Dee, or it potentially, there could be a sleeper, because I feel like it's also setting up for Yash and Lyric potentially to take this as well. Is the other side of it. So I feel like between either one of the icons or somebody like a Lyric or Yash might win the show. So we'll see ultimately what happens. But that's all I got for this video. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor. I need y'all to do y'all biggest one. And that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There's that. That is it. That is all. It's Todos es final. It's finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.